Hi, welcome to Xilinive. Today we are going to discuss about the importance of 5W technique in the context of business analyst role. As you all know, the business analysis is all about understanding the requirements and providing solutions for the customer requirements. As a part of business analyst role, business analyst has to perform some root cause analysis. Means root cause analysis about the kind of problem investigation. So about the intensity of the problem. All these things has to be identified by the business analyst team. So in this root cause analysis, in a process of working on the root cause analysis, business analyst team follow different techniques, something like fishbone diagram, 5W technique, all that. Among that, one of the techniques called 5W technique is what we use. This 5W technique will be as follows: why, what, where, when, and who, right? So these are the 5 W's which normally we use to understand the kind of problem as well as the intensity of the problem. Now, when we discuss about why, so the very first thing being a business analyst team has to understand why customer has approached us and for what reason. Why is this problem arised? All these things has to be understood here in reference to the why, because why majorly focusing on the identification of the problem. Why is it happened? Is it because of the existing process what customer is using? Is there any kind of difficulties they are facing and all? And apart from all that, so one should understanding about why customer has approached us and all that. So this is all comes under why. When we talk about what exactly customer is expecting is what we need to know, because assessing the requirements of the customer and as well as the expectations of the client is essentially important. So it's not only about why, one must be knowing about what exactly the problem was, point number 1. Point number 2, what kind of solution customer is expecting. This is all comes under what. Next, when are we going to develop the project? Since how long this problem is continuing, and when are we going to expect when client is expecting us to develop the solution and all that. So is there any kind of timelines for that and all everything that we need to understand? When do we require to complete this? Because this is majorly we do that based upon the importance of the timelines what we have and all everything comes under when. Next one is called who. Who means who is going to implement that. Prior to implementation, who are the beneficiaries, at the same time who are impacted people, because who are getting impacted because of this. Whoever the users are, irrespective of the application it can be. So who are going to use this application and in what way they are getting impacted because of that, and who are the beneficiaries. Next, when it comes for the implementation and all, who is going to implement? So that sort of understanding is essentially required under who. When we talk about where are we implementing this? Where you have identified, where are we identifying this problem? Because there are a lot of functionalities and features are involved in the project. Where exactly the problem we have identified. At the same time, now in reference to the solution part itself is concerned, where do we require to implement, in which infrastructure environment and all. Because there are some possibilities sometimes that existing application has to be added to the next level by adding some new features and functionalities. This is one way of doing it. And some solutions we will be developing right from the scratch. This is what generally the differences you see between these two things. So being a business analyst, this is what one should understand. This is where we generally call it as these techniques. So why is what the first thing we do, what, when, who, and as well as where. So these are the different techniques which normally being a business analyst team has to understand, has to use as a part of root cause analysis, so that they will be identifying the kind of problem as well as the intensity, who are beneficiaries, who are getting impacted. All these things will be known to us well in advance. So based on that, whatever the possible solution to be provided over a period of time and all everything will be planned accordingly. So this is all about 5W technique, understanding about 5W technique from the context of BA. So for more information regarding this, If you have any queries in regard to that, please reach out to the contact details, which will be posted in below to this video. Thank you.